Flu symptoms can drain your energy faster than almost anything else. One day you feel normal, and the next you're dealing with fatigue, body aches, fever, and a constant feeling that your body is fighting something off. When this happens, many people are unsure what they should actually do at home to recover safely. Some try to ignore the symptoms and continue with their normal routine. Others take random medications without understanding how they help. And many people simply wait, hoping the illness will pass on its own without knowing how to support their recovery. Understanding how to manage flu symptoms at home can make the illness easier to handle and may help your body recover more comfortably. The flu is a viral illness that affects the respiratory system. It often appears suddenly and brings several symptoms at the same time. Fever, chills, muscle aches, sore throat, headache, congestion, and extreme tiredness are common. The challenge is that flu symptoms can feel overwhelming, especially during the first few days. The body is using energy to fight the infection, which is why people often feel weak and exhausted. Many people focus only on one symptom, like the fever or the cough, but effective home care usually involves supporting the body in several ways at once. The goal is not to cure the flu instantly. The goal is to help the body manage the symptoms while the immune system does its work. One of the most important steps is rest. When the body is fighting a virus, it needs energy. Continuing with intense work, heavy physical activity, or long hours without sleep can make recovery slower and more difficult. Rest allows the immune system to focus its resources on fighting the infection. That is why many people notice that flu symptoms worsen when they try to push through the illness instead of slowing down. Hydration is another key part of managing flu symptoms. Fever, sweating, and reduced appetite can lead to dehydration without people realizing it. Drinking fluids regularly helps maintain normal body functions and can ease symptoms like headaches and fatigue. Water is the simplest and most reliable option. Warm beverages such as tea or broth can also feel comforting when the throat is irritated. Small, frequent sips throughout the day are often easier than trying to drink large amounts at once. Nutrition also plays a role during illness. Many people lose their appetite when they have the flu, which is normal. The body often prefers light, easy to digest foods during this time. Simple meals like soups, broths, fruits, and soft foods can provide energy without putting extra strain on digestion. The goal is not to eat large meals but to give the body enough nutrients to support recovery. Another common symptom of the flu is fever. Fever is actually part of the body's defense system. It helps create an environment that is less favorable for viruses. However, high fever can make people uncomfortable and cause additional symptoms like chills, sweating, and headaches. In many cases, resting, drinking fluids, and keeping the room comfortably cool can help manage mild fever. Some people also use over-the-counter medications to reduce fever or relieve aches. When medications are used, it is important to follow recommended instructions and avoid mixing different drugs without understanding how they interact. Flu symptoms often include congestion and coughing as well. These symptoms happen because the body is trying to clear the respiratory system. Staying hydrated can help keep mucus thinner and easier to clear. Warm showers or humid air may also provide temporary relief for nasal congestion and throat irritation. Simple measures like using clean tissues, washing hands frequently, and avoiding close contact with others can also help prevent spreading the virus to family members. Another important aspect of home care is monitoring how symptoms change over time. Most flu cases gradually improve over several days, although fatigue may last a bit longer. However, certain warning signs should not be ignored. Difficulty breathing, persistent chest pain, confusion, severe weakness, or a fever that continues for several days may require medical attention. Paying attention to these signals is part of responsible home care. One mistake people often make is trying too many remedies at the same time. When someone is uncomfortable, it's tempting to try several treatments all at once. But this can make it difficult to know what is actually helping. A better approach is to focus on a few basic supportive steps: rest, hydration, light nutrition, symptom relief, and monitoring. These simple actions support the body's natural recovery process. The key insight is that managing flu symptoms at home is less about aggressive treatment and more about supportive care. The immune system is doing the primary work of fighting the virus. The role of home care is to reduce stress on the body while that process happens. Rest protects your energy. Fluids maintain balance in the body. Light nutrition provides fuel for recovery. And careful observation helps you recognize if the illness is improving or if medical care is needed. When these elements work together, people often experience a more manageable recovery. Flu symptoms can feel disruptive, especially when they appear suddenly and affect daily routines. but having a simple structure for home care can remove much of the uncertainty that people feel during illness. Instead of guessing what to do, you can focus on a few clear priorities: rest your body, stay hydrated, eat lightly, manage discomfort, and watch how symptoms evolve. These small actions create an environment where recovery can happen more smoothly. If you found this explanation helpful and want to learn more practical systems for handling common health situations at home, consider subscribing to the channel. And if you'd like to review a detailed guide that explains many similar home care methods and preparedness ideas, you'll find a useful resource linked in the description that walks through these types of situations step by step.